Jared also has Joe Burrow as his quarterback and just made an insane trade to try and get Herbert.
Sebastian was fine with it!
That is such collusion. That is
Dude.
collusion. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another time of possession. It is 2 of the NFL season is in the books. We're going to give you our reactions here. The boys are here. Some of us won. One of us lost. And we are the podcast that is now triggered by the word leverage. So that is a word you will hear once right now. Trigger warning to Broncos fans. You will not hear it again for the remaining of the podcast. Jared, you're feeling pretty good after a win. Tyler, you guys looked pretty good as the game went on against the Titans. Yeah.
Should I be wearing shades too? I guess I gotta grab my shades.
You know what? Wear some
Yeah,
shades,
yeah,
Tyler. Get some shades right now. You know, because I'll talk about my game while you do that. Because last night the Chargers put belt to ass with my little retention belt here by MRage Systems. Go look at their stuff. This is not a sponsor. I wish, but I love their products. I wear this every day. Belt to ass, ladies and gentlemen. That is what we did to Geno Smith. First play of the game, interception. Geno leads the league in interceptions, by the way, now. So, happy birthday, Pete Carroll. We got you this L. Ashton Genty.
Yeah, 3 picks
shut
was
down
crazy.
again.
Damn.
Just, sucks when you don't build an offensive line. Take notes.
He should not have forced that last one. That was bad.
Oh, we were waiting for it because we knew it was coming. And but throwing it to Derwin of all people is like, come on, bro. That's not getting caught. And then, and Trey Pipkins, zero pressures allowed against Max Crosby. Unless he was facing a tight end, Max Crosby could not get through. Shut down.
Well, I guess we could start with Chargers, Raiders. Then we'll talk Rams and Titans, and then we'll go Broncos and Colts out of our 3 games. We'll talk about our 3 teams first, and then we will get into. Yeah, I mean, look, I am going to be completely transparent. East Coast football times suck. When Chargers Raiders begins at 10 o'clock here on the East Coast, that's a problem. I don't like it.
Yeah, that blows for you guys.
Yeah, I can deal with an 8 o'clock start, but a 10 o'clock start for this game. I went to bed at halftime, boys. I'm not going to lie. Pretty much after Herbert threw the bomb to Quentin Johnston, I was like, all right, this is over. I'm going to bed. And it seems like after that, I didn't miss much. So,
no, that was a good time to go to sleep for sure.
My only real, takeaway, other than all the positives for the Chargers, defensively, they're awesome. And offensively, it's suddenly, a really good group of weapons, weirdly enough, after, years and years of everyone asking, get Herbert.
It's really nice to see.
Yeah. I guess my only thing is, why are you drafting Omarion Hampton if you're just going to, limit his touches? And, I don't know.
That was my one question, too.
It's you could have drafted a lot of other guys with that pick that would have contributed to your football team. And, Najee Harris, if you just give him the full workload, he'll do the exact same thing as what you're doing to Hampton with the carries. I don't get it. But and granted, he's a rookie. Maybe as the season goes on, he'll get better and start to transition into giving him the bulk of the carries. But, yeah, I mean,
a little bit of a step back running game wise, I feel like, compared to with the Chiefs.
Definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, Hampton had a fumble late in the game. I didn't see it because I was running back and
forth. They
forth.
credited it to Herbert, apparently.
That's stupid. I mean, Hampton didn't secure the handoff because Crosby blew right past the tight end. Guys, let's stop putting tight ends on Max Crosby. He can't get past Trey Pipkins. So let's just put Pipkins on him. So, anyway. Yeah, a little disappointed in the run game. I thought right when we got that interception to start the game, it was just going to be run that thing in there because we were in good field position. Why not? But I don't know. Starting off the game with 6 straight passing plays, and obviously, like, I think it was like 1 completion for 5 yards out of the first 5. I was like, I'm not liking the play calls so far. I mean, I love throwing the ball, but like, if this is a run first offense and we used a first round pick on Amari and Hampton, I expect to run the ball because the running back room is better than last year.
You got to do that to open up the pass too. So
Yeah. I mean, the pass did pretty well on its own, pretty well.
Mhm.
Other takeaways I'll take from this game, obviously Khalil Mack injury. Yeah, it looked pretty bad. I don't know if that was
Bro, his arm went like a different way.
Yeah,
That looked weird.
I think that was
Oh gosh.
Troy Dye that came in trying to make a tackle. I haven't seen anything yet, but if he's out long term, I would expect our 4th round pick out of South Carolina, Kyle Kennard, to suit up because he's been inactive the last 2 games, and it will be his time to shine if that's the case. Plus, if we have to go out and sign a guy off the street, to as like a defensive end, it's like, okay, I'm not going to be super ecstatic about it, but I don't think this team's also going to trade for a defensive end at the deadline because I've never known the Chargers to trade for anybody at the deadline, never. So, Genty shut down again. He had like 1 good run where he just bulldozed over Alohi Gilman. Then after
It was
that,
like it was almost his first run of the game.
yeah, like he just like 13
I mean, and
yards.
honestly, when that happened, my first thought was, "Ooh, this is gonna be a good game." If he's like running the ball like that, but yeah, obviously did not happen.
Yeah, they were. Dayon Henley was sick before the game. I don't know what was with our players getting sick before games, but hey, they're suiting up and playing. Dayon Henley said flu games are overrated. He had an interception, a sack. Man's just flying around the field. I love that man. And then I said this last week. People were like, "Ooh, Geno's throwing the ball. Like, did you see that 300 yards he threw against the Patriots?"
Yeah.
Yeah, but if we know he's going to throw the ball, then we're going to be ready for it. Boom. 3 INTs. What did I say? That's not to you guys, because I know
Yeah.
you probably agreed with me, but those are the people. But
I mean, somewhat. I just thought that like I
I
thought
thought they'd
I
be
mean,
better.
Gino was excellent last week. And
Mhm.
I wrote it in the doc on the notes. It's like a complete 180. I know you wrote the 0 for 11 stat
oh yeah,
on 10 plus yards down the field. He had 9 completion over 20 yards last week, so against the Patriots. And I was just, it is quite literally like
Very
a
different.
180. Yeah, a
Mhm.
180. And but again, you look at the defense he was playing, right?
yeah,
I don't think the Patriots are very good. They had that shootout in Miami, obviously, and the Chargers defense is either the first or second best defense in the NFL. I think it's between at this point in the season, it's either the Chargers or the Green Bay Packers. So you could take your pick.
Yep.
I would lean Packers just because.
pass rush. They have a better pass rush.
Well, and also you just lost one of your best defensive players, as well. So
Mhm.
um, we obviously don't know what the injury is, the extent. We'll see when that happens, but he's. I'll spoil it here. Khalil Mack's not playing next week.
Oh no, he ain't.
Like, so again though, that secondary is really freaking good,
Oh
for
yeah,
the Chargers, and they showed it was on full display last night.
yeah.
So
I was just like anytime they tried to force it downfield, the defensive backs were ready. Like Tony Jefferson, came up from the
yeah,
practice squad, got a pick. Um, Derwin James deflected one. Dante Jackson got his first one of the season, and then of course Dayon with the assist from Gilman. Just 3. Like honestly, yeah, that first one of the game, I was like, oh yeah, we better win this game. Kind of disappointed that we only came away with 3. That happens quite a lot when we get a pick in enemy territory and we only come away with 3. It's just very frustrating. But hey, I'll take the halftime lead 17-6, and then using up half the quarter to go down and just get another 3 points. That's fine. Going up 26, I was fine with that as long as we didn't just go 3 and out. And then, of course, the Raiders going 11, 12 minutes on 20 plays just to get 3 points is
That was crazy.
funny. That's all I'm going to say. And here's the thing. I'm not a obnoxious fan. I'm just going to look in the camera and say this. Yeah, we got away with some calls last night. I'm going to say that right now. We got away with a lot of calls last night. PI specifically.
Hey, Derwin for sure held Brock's arm. That
Yeah,
was some crap.
at first I didn't see it. Then when the replay happened, I'm like, oh. I was like, okay. All right, yeah. All right, refs kind of on our side tonight, which I don't like, but hey, you know, it was.
There's been a lot going on with refs lately when it comes to not only NFL but college football too. There's a lot of refs that don't like what's going on, and then people calling out refs. A lot.
Yeah, we'll have to talk about the refs again shortly once we get to the afternoon slate, probably. But the one thing I'll leave off on, the Chargers are now the betting favorites to win the AFC West after last night. We have not been in first place by ourselves since Staley's first year as coach when we were 4-1 in week 5. And spoiler, we missed the playoffs that year after starting 4-1. But do I think that's going to happen with Jim Harbaugh? No. That will not happen with Jim Harbaugh.
Yeah. Well, you're in first in the division for now, buddy. Chargers obviously host Denver next week. You guys are currently 2.5-point favorites. You know, that's I'm surprised that I thought the line would be a little bigger than 2.5,
Yeah,
but
especially if Surtain is not
I guess
100%.
that there's. I think Surtain just had an off game. I think he's fine. And then Vegas, they go to Washington. They're 3.5-point underdogs. Now that, we're going to do upsets of the week at the end. That might be my upset of the week, especially if right now Jaden Daniels is not.
Yeah.
So, and I'm assuming the line there reflects it that they think that Daniels is going to play. So, regardless, I might pick the Raiders in that one.
I hope he does. He's my quarterback.
So we'll see there. All right, Rams Titans. Tyler, you guys won 33-19. I mean, this is kind of exactly how I thought the game was going to go, guys. Yeah. I did think Cam Ward had a couple of the...
Bro, those throws, oh my goodness.
He had a couple of...
If you guys have not seen some of the throws that Cam Ward made...
I saw the one where he scrambled around.
Holy
I saw
crap.
that one went.
Yeah. It wasn't just that one. There's another one too. And Iomanor went up and got it. That was crazy in the end zone. Yeah, no, he looks good. There's just not enough around him, I feel like, and that's the problem with getting drafted really high. You go to these teams, they don't have it all for you yet. You got to keep building around this guy, and they did the same thing with Jaden, this year, same type of thing. Like, they had a good team last year, they're building on it more, so we'll see.
Hey,
but yeah, it's not enough definitely around Cam Ward right now for sure.
I gotta refute that. He says he has a top 5 receiving core though. Cam Ward said it himself, guys.
I know we brought it up every time, but nope.
Yeah, dude, I'm looking at their.
He got him more involved, for sure.
Yikes! I'm looking at the receiving core right now.
It's literally Ridley and Iomanor, and then who else you gonna name? Like
Chega Okonkwo.
Yeah,
he's a tight end though.
Yep.
Yeah, it's not looking great. Big day for Devontae and Puka, mind you. Puka had a 45-yard run.
That was nice. Yeah.
Yeah. And then Blake
I was a little worried before the end of the first half because Stafford turned it over. They got points. They took the lead going into halftime. That was very worrisome. And then second half, we came out, did our thing, played good defense, kept scoring, putting productive drives together. Devontae really showed out in the second half.
Yeah, he's nasty. He is nasty.
That's a great 1-2 punch, I gotta say, for real.
Yeah, it really is. Rams are 2-0 to start the year, and the whole NFC West, man, they just kind of keep winning, man, because the Cardinals, obviously, Carolina fought till the end, but the Cardinals, they ended up beating Carolina. They're 2-0. San Francisco, no Brock Purdy, no problem. They're 2-0. We'll
Mac
talk
played
about
well. Yeah.
Return of the Mac.
Yeah, we'll talk about that. And then Seattle got a win against Pittsburgh because Caleb Johnson is probably a bust and
Yeah,
just
that
sucks.
is.
That was
And
a
also,
You have to take the L on
play.
that. You have to take the L on that one, right? Because during the, I mean, I know you said it was fantasy. You were like, he's gonna be great, probably, and
I thought he was.
apparently not.
And the college tape was really good.
Yeah,
But
no, he was
just
really good.
Something about the
Iowa for
Steelers,
sure.
man. It's got to be something about the Steelers.
maybe, man, I don't know.
I mean, we thought that they might fall back down to earth after that game one. So, we saw this kind of coming. I know Ryan did for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I just haven't been high on them all season, but yeah, back to the Rams and Titans. Jared, you posed the question: will Callahan be the first coach fired this year? No, he won't, because there's a coach in Miami who will be,
Yeah,
unfortunately. So, yeah,
he may be
I,
next.
I just think that Callahan, they're going to give him a little more grace because he does have a rookie,
Yeah,
and he's going to get through the season and all that stuff. So, yeah, but I don't know. I don't know if Callahan's a good. Like, I just feel like we haven't got a real chance to see it because of how bad the Titans roster is and everything. And so, um, you got anything else on the Rams Titans, Tyler?
no, I think we played a good game. In the second half, I will say it was definitely better. And yeah, it was nice to see both Devontae and Puka go off. Cameron Williams didn't even really have to have that big of a game. Uh, Stafford made some crazy throws also. There was one um, he threw like sideways, like across his body. That was a crazy throw. Yeah, no, I'm happy, Continue to get wins, and it's not an amazing opponent, obviously, but
It's a
yeah,
win. It's
yeah,
a win. Anytime you go on the road and you pretty much dominate the game, like that's a good win.
yep.
Um, Speaking of going on the road, Broncos at the Colts. They won the game. Yeah, my Broncos came away with a 6-. Nothing stupid happened at the end of the game, like leaning on the center on a field goal that would cost you 15 yards, and so nothing happened like that. So Broncos get a win, obviously, and despite the fact that Patrick Surtain got cooked all day by Alec Pearson, and the Colts haven't punted this season, and
They really
there's a
haven't.
bunch of stupid
Crazy.
hits,
They haven't
and
punted the ball
they haven't punted once this
at
year.
all. It's crazy.
So you're telling me every time
When
they
I
had a
saw that,
fourth
I was like,
down,
"There's no way."
every time they had a fourth down,
Every
they've gone
single
for it.
drive they've scored points. They barely been in fourth down situations.
Yeah, they
Every
converted on
single
third.
time,
I know they got
like
stopped on a couple fourth
they
downs
scored
against
every
the
time.
Broncos. They got stopped, like, I think, once or twice on fourth down by you guys, I think.
I mean, maybe I don't know, man. I just know they haven't. So,
Crazy
um,
stat.
yeah, obviously I'm messing around. The Broncos losing a last-second field goal that was a missed field goal, but was a penalty supposedly. Even though I saw earlier in the game there was a highlight of the code, and I just again, not a conspiracy theorist. The call came from Vegas, man. Too many parlays were going to hit, and they said, no, 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 we can't have this happening. Call leverage. Have you ever heard that penalty called? I've never heard that penalty called. I
I
get
have, and it's only on those type of plays. That's it.
but I've never even heard leverage. I've heard lining up over the center because
Oh
you
yeah.
can't.
Hmm.
Not the fact that, like, I don't even know, like, whatever. Look,
I guess it just means like pushing off and like trying to jump over the line.
and I get that. I get it.
Yeah,
You know what?
it's crap.
Congrats to Daniel Jones. I'm gonna be honest though. Remember when the Saints offense was cooking last year
Dude,
for the
no.
first couple weeks?
Here we go.
They're
remember?
not losing to the Titans, bro. They're not losing to the Titans.
Yeah, they better go 3-0.
Okay. You say that? Why are they only 3.5-point favorites?
Because Tennessee
That is
is
kind
a
of crazy.
good defensive team.
Tennessee sucks. No, Tennessee sucks. They're not good. Tennessee's 0-2. They're gonna be like 3-14 or whatever this year. They're not a good team. I just don't get why the odds makers have that's such a small line. The
That
Colts
is kind
haven't
of
punted
crazy.
this year.
Yeah,
The Colts haven't
that should be
punted.
way over 5 or 6 at least.
I'm just looking at something real quick.
What is it? The stats on ESPN Bet?
I'm just looking at the Saints last season.
Oh boy.
The Saints in week 1 score 47. In week 2, they dropped 44 on Dallas.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
And then after week 2, it all went to shit.
Didn't Derek
They
Carr get
lost.
hurt?
I don't know if Derek Carr got hurt. He played against the Eagles.
Yeah.
They only lost by 3 to the Eagles, and we were like, oh man, they might be for real. And then after that, I don't know if they won a game for the rest of the year.
I don't think they
So
did.
I'm not saying that the Colts are going to be that. I'm just saying it's Daniel Jones, and we have a very, very long career of him never like doing anything.
Mediocrity. Yeah.
Look, am I being salty? Yeah, I'm being salty because we won that game, and then a stupid penalty cost us. Did we deserve to win that game? No, I don't think we did. We played terrible, and Bo Nix turnovers continue to hurt us, and stupid penalties. And honestly, the refs have been very bad this year for everybody. They were bad for the Colts too. A lot of bad calls for the Colts too. But I will say this: I have a sneaky confidence going into LA. I just have a sneaky confidence. I think that the Broncos can win that football game. Will they? I don't know. But I don't think this is like going to be some. I don't think it's going to be like the Raider game last night where the Chargers just absolutely beat the crap out of them. I think it's going to be a good football game.
I don't know.
Should be.
Your tweet on Sunday said otherwise.
I was rage tweeting. Just let me rage tweet on Sundays.
That's what Ryan does. You know that. Like
I just rage tweet.
he gets
It's not
pissed
even
and
called
just.
a tweet yet. It's not
puts-
Twitter anymore. It's X.
Okay, so what do we call it? You
I
posted.
posted. Or
I can't, bro. No, I'm never saying that.
All right. So yeah, Denver. I'm kind of just mad at them. Denver's plus. They're 2.5-point underdogs going to LA to play the Chargers. The Colts are only 3.5-point favorites going to Tennessee. I just think it's a strange line. And we talk about emotional wins. That was an emotional win. So I don't know. We'll see. Okay. Do you want to talk about? Do you guys just want to go in order now, or do you want to talk about
since we talked about
we can
our
go to
teams.
the other Monday night game. Want to do the other Monday night game?
Yeah,
Maybe Baker.
Since it's
Yeah, we can
technically
do
your other team, technically.
Hell of a game.
It's the team you should honestly
Yeah,
just
man.
forget the Broncos. Just root for the Bake Show. They haven't let you down yet.
Dude, that was a hell of a. He's so good at last minute drives, man. Oh man, he was so
He's got
locked
ice
in.
veins, man. He's got ice in his veins.
Did you see him like sitting there, just like I think he was visualizing or something like beforehand? Oh my goodness, just locked.
That loss to Washington in the wild card really messed him up because he's like, I'm not losing another game that way again. He's like, I'm not losing. I want to make. I'm having the ball last. Forget this.
Yeah, dude. Obviously, Baker Mayfield led another game-winning drive. Back-to-back games now. The Bucks are 2-0. That is my MVP. No, you cannot change your pick. He is mine. He will
I was
forever
gonna
be
pick somebody
mine.
else.
You cannot have him.
I was gonna pick somebody else,
You
but I'll.
who? Who you?
Well, it's because obviously. So going on topic here, you guys know I picked Joe Burrow. He's out for 3
Mhm.
months.
Oh yeah,
That's tough.
Can I switch
Yeah,
my
oh.
pick? Can I switch my pick to somebody else?
I mean,
I,
like,
I guess with those
you're just gonna pick
circumstances,
Justin Herbert. Like, I
yes,
know
yeah.
yes. You have to allow that.
we
Come on.
both knew that was
that's
coming.
fine. Yeah, sure. You
Because
can, yeah, you
okay,
can
if
have
it was
Herbert.
like week 6 or 7 and Burrow went out, I would have taken the L. But it's like week 2, so it's like let me.
Yeah.
So
Sure, it also has Joe Burrow as his quarterback and just made an insane trade to try and get Herbert.
Sebastian was fine with it.
That's collusion. That is
Dude.
collusion. As
It
as
is.
commissioner, I consider just straight up vetoing the trade.
Do you know? Here, I'll read you the DM right now.
I don't care. I don't care. I don't care.
They don't
I
care, dude. No one else cares
fine.
besides us
It's fine.
three.
It's fine.
Seabass doesn't care. None of them
It
care.
doesn't
They're
matter
not
because
paying
you're not winning the
attention.
league regardless. It doesn't matter because I'm going to win the league. I'm going to beat you in baseball. I'm going to beat you on Sunday when the Broncos. I'm going to beat you in fantasy football. That's just what's gonna
Damn.
happen.
I mean, you already beat me in week 1,
Ugh.
but it's whatever.
That is true. I am winning the chip though. Winning the chip.
Anyways,
Back to Baker Mayfield. Baker MFN Mayfield. Baker, aka the Bake Show Mayfield. Baker,
touchdown maker.
where Colin was wrong, Mayfield. Baker Mayfield. The freaking GOAT, man. And honestly, if they're gonna run the ball like that, they're gonna be really good this year. And honestly, the other thing is, they haven't even played their best game yet.
Nope,
They have not
not even
played
close.
a complete football game yet. So,
Both times they were trying to win it at the end.
man, they got the Jets next week. They're going to be 3-0.
They don't even have worse.
And that's another thing.
They did lose Gadecki too. They lost Gadecki.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Once they get Tristan Wirfs back, that offense is going to be very good. It's already good, but it's going to be one of the better offenses in the league once they get Tristan Wirfs back.
Hey, can we talk like, your name tree has his lolcow of the week. My lolcow of the week is going to be Antoine Winfield dropping a freaking interception. Like,
Oh, yeah.
and
Levante David did too, by the way.
Oh wait, or was that Levante
They
David?
both did.
Was it both of them, or was it just? I might have gotten confused. It was one of them.
I didn't see Winfield's. I saw Levante.
It must have been Levante.
It might have been Levante.
It was towards
Yeah.
the end of the game, right?
Okay, yes, it was
Mhm.
Levante
Just like
David.
right
It was
at the
Levante.
same
I thought it was Antoine Winfield.
Yeah.
Well, by the way, it's like a really good
Just
freaking
right
linebacker.
there.
You know what's
Yeah.
funny is if he
Like,
wasn't there, Vita
Toss
Vea
in the
was
league,
right
bro.
there. Vita Vea was right there, and he would have gotten it if Levante wasn't there. So I'm just like,
I'm be real. Vita Vea catches that. Big man's taking it to the house. Big man's taking it to the house.
dude,
He's a tank, man.
I know.
Mhm.
He literally takes up like a minimum. He needs double blocks on him, minimum.
And you know I love big men, so
Yes.
I'm just saying.
Imagine if the Broncos
yeah, dude,
ever traded for Vita Vea. Like, Ryan would be, like, running through the halls right now.
I'd do it, dude. Straight up. And the Texans, on the other hand, they lack big men.
Mm-hmm.
Their
They got a
offensive
real
line
problem with line.
is terrible. And CJ Stroud is going to get hurt. And look, man, I like D'Amico a lot. And it's not even really, like, his fault because he's a coach. But, like, there's always been, like, this stigma about defensive coaches not being able to get the offensive line right and not being able to understand offense. And Stroud has
It's
not
happening
they have
again.
not been good. They have not been good offensively since his rookie year. It's been a whole year. Last year they weren't good offensively. And this year they haven't been good either. So I don't know, man.
Yeah, they barely made the playoffs.
Here's where I'm going to sort of refute that. You know how I dog on Brandon Staley. I would say he was a shit defensive coach. First 2 picks, Rashawn Slater and Zion Johnson. So,
Yeah.
I mean, not every defensive coach doesn't know how to, because clearly, like, in that draft, it had Penei Sewell, and I was hoping for Sewell, but once I saw Slater, I went, okay, if he's like the second best, then might as well. And hey, we got one of the best left tackles when he's healthy. Anyway, and it's just, But yeah, this is
Garrett-
basically David Carr all over again with the Texans.
Yeah, that's fair. I
They
mean,
let go of
also
some of
like
their best linemen too.
Deshaun, as bad of a person he is, when he was a good player, he never had like really good offensive lines. By the
No,
way, like he got hit a lot, and also Jared defending Brandon Staley in the year 2025 is not something I had on my bingo.
yeah,
Okay,
it's wild.
Um,
I mean, okay, look, yeah, he was a bad coach when the game started playing, but during the draft, we actually at least drafted some good ass players.
yeah, you guys have always been the Chargers. Their problem's never been drafting and developing. It's been coaching for the longest time. So,
And then keeping said
um,
players from leaving the building, specifically, like Eric
yeah, that's true.
Weddle and,
Um,
anyway.
yeah. Tampa, I think they're going to be 3-0 because they play the Jets next week at home. By the way, it's their first home game. They go two games on the road. By the way, both game-winning drives. I think that Tampa's going to be 3-0. I don't think the Jets have much. I think they were just hyped up to play Aaron Rodgers. Now it's kind of over because they're 0-2
Yeah,
and
Isn't Justin
they
Fields
didn't
Fields
may
look
be
out
good.
too?
concussed.
Yeah, Fields is
Yeah.
out. Okay.
Yeah,
Potentially. We'll see if he can clear the protocol or whatever. Houston, they go to Jacksonville, and that's a divisional matchup. They are
that'll be interesting.
they're 1.5 point underdogs, which I found pretty interesting that they are underdogs in this one.
It's probably because it's just
Um,
Jacksonville. It's kind of hard for the
Because at
South
home, I
teams to.
guess. Yeah,
It's been kind of tough for the South teams to play down, in Jacksonville. You know, the Colts, like whenever they go down there, like it almost been a guaranteed L, no matter how bad the Jags are. It's like
mm,
they've just not won there for a while. So I don't know if there's like some mystique or something. I mean, I feel like there's some mystique.
the weather too. It's like
Humid,
hot and
humid.
Mhm.
very humid. Yeah, so I get it. It's a good home field advantage. I just with the way the Jags lost that game, I guess, and we'll transition to that. Major implications in the Jaguars and Bengals game for the season. Joe Burrow obviously being out, but the way the Jaguars lost this football game is insane. When Jake Browning comes in and throws 3 interceptions and you still lose, I just insane to me.
Did you see
And
Trevor Lawrence wave off Cohen and everything?
Yeah. What do you think about that, Red?
yeah,
What'd you think about that?
I just I don't really know. I think it's fine. I don't think we need to blow it out of proportion. Bo Nix did that last year to Sean Payton. Um,
They were talking on the sideline in
yeah.
the Colts game too. Yeah,
So if it become if that turns into if from that moment we see poor play out of Trevor Lawrence, then it might be something. The difference in with the Bo Nix thing is after that moment, Denver started rattling off games and Bo played good. Like literally, like if you look at their season from that moment, he was better. So we'll see what comes of it this season for the Broncos, obviously. But obviously with the new coach, new offense, all that stuff, and quarterback, kind of getting used to everything. And like, I'm not like writing the Jaguars off yet, but I am discouraged with what I've seen so far. At least defensively too. Like offensively, I think they're going to be really good. Like Liam Cohen's a good offensive coach. Like he's shown that in Tampa, and he's shown that thus far. Where I think, I mean, what are the Jaguars? 20, like close to 30 points a game on the season so far. I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken. Let me go and look at their point totals. Yeah, so they scored 26 in week 1 and 27, and that's the first couple of weeks of Trevor Lawrence running the and ETN's been really good, and you haven't been able to get as
nope. Or
involved as you
Brian
want
Thomas.
either.
Brian Thomas looked like he was like not wanting to play. Honestly, on Sunday, like I don't know, he just did not look like he was into it.
Yeah, there's a lot of talk about Brian Thomas, and
The
look,
drops.
I get it that you can be old man and be like, like you catch the ball, fight through contact, you get two hands on it, catch the ball. Like I get it, but also like, do you ever wonder why Tyler Lockett has been able to extend his? It's because every time he catches the ball, he just goes down immediately. And I'm not saying Brian Thomas should do that, obviously, because I don't like it that much, but I don't know, man. It's tough. Um, I don't know how I feel about the Jags being favorites against Houston. Spoiler alert, that is on my list of contenders for upset alert. Um, and like I straight up might pick Houston, but I don't think that'll be. Um, so yeah, I mean, I would pick Houston to win. I just don't. I just think that it's a little too early for the Jags. Like year one coach, you're not going to make the playoffs that much. And I know I picked Liam Cohen to win Coach of the Year, and maybe they'll change. Maybe they'll rattle off stuff, but I don't know.
Travis
It's
Hunter's still trying to figure it out. Like he hasn't really gotten involved in either way.
no, no. But let's talk about the big thing.
Yeah.
We already know you changed your MVP pick, Jared, but Joe Burrow being out for at least 3 months. I'm gonna be real. He's done for the year. He's not gonna be back. 3 months is the most optimistic you could be.
Yeah.
And the Jaguar and the Bengals are.
Yeah,
So I would say he's gonna be done for the year, and it's just another year wasted for Cincinnati. Um,
I
sucks.
I
mean,
All that talent, it's really hard to have that happen again.
guys, I'm going to go back because I just mentioned that draft. They picked Jamar Chase over Penei Sewell in that draft.
Mhm.
I don't know what to say.
I get it. Look,
You can't compare that though. I
I'm
mean,
not gonna be like they should have taken Penei Sewell or
yeah,
whatever
with how good Jamar Chase has been.
with Jamar. Like they literally have the best receiver in the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm not gonna do that, but I will say instead of re-signing T Higgins,
They should have went and got line.
you
Yeah,
maybe you invest that money into the offensive line. You know, like that would be my argument. And they've tried to sign dudes, but it just hasn't worked out. And then like they drafted Jonah Williams. He's not even on the team anymore, I don't think. I think he's on their team. I don't know. He never worked out. So I just look, man. If I asked you guys, is Joe Burrow going to end his career on the Cincinnati Bengals, would you say yes?
I don't think
I'm
so.
going to say no. He could very well request a trade, and I think he should. Even though he got the front office
Yeah,
to say, let's resign Chase and T and Trey. Dude, if this next draft or free agency he does not get an upgraded line, I'm very well considering like I might need to get the hell out of here because he's becoming Andrew
I
Luck.
agree.
yeah, 100%.
Like let's remember Carson
By
Palmer
the
had
way,
to
Andrew Luck
retire.
played six years and retired.
Well, I technically 7 because I think he'd also missed a year as well. But like you don't count a year you
Yeah,
were
yeah, yeah,
injured.
yeah.
Yeah.
But
Mm-hmm.
like
Yep.
Carson
So did
Palmer,
Joe.
he had to retire, and then when they traded him, he came out and played for the Cardinals and was really well. So
Yeah, and Carson Palmer, I honestly, like, we go back, and I think he's one of the most rated of all time, and I just think his situation sucked. Um, I don't know, man. I just think that you can own a team or whatever, but at a certain point, if you're not willing to allocate the resources to compete in a league, I just think that they should kick you out of the league or force you to sell or something. I don't know, man. Like it's happened in other sports leagues where the NBA forced the Clippers owner to retire to sell the team basically,
Yep.
and
there was
there's
a
just
lot of
certain
controversy
teams that are
around
owned by
him too.
certain people.
There was a lot of
Yeah,
the former
I know.
owner.
Yeah, Donald Sterling. I know.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like he, you can force a guy to do that, and I'm not comparing Donald Sterling's racism to the Bengals ownership just being cheap. Obviously, I'm not saying they're the same thing, but I am saying there's precedent for kicking people out of a league or sucking in general. I guess I don't know. They're not the same. Obviously the Bengals, like they go to Minnesota and they are underdogs here. Minnesota is going to be without JJ McCarthy. So it's going to be
It's gonna be an
interesting to see.
interesting game.
Jake Browning
Yeah,
versus
I have
Carson
backups.
Wentz.
Probably.
Well, if
America's
that's the
game.
case, Minnesota, Carson Wentz, I mean, it'll be interesting to see Carson Wentz, dude, especially after the stuff that Sam Darnold did last year. Also, by the way, we'll get to Minnesota again. I don't know if we'll ever see a team let go of their quarterback after winning 14 games again. I don't think we'll ever see that again. Like
Pretty
letting go.
insane.
Hey,
I couldn't believe they did that. Yeah.
by the way, Rye, you did mention Jonah Williams on the Bengals. Yes, he's the starting right tackle on the Cardinals.
There you go. So he's gone. All right, next game on the slate: Giants Cowboys. This was a fun one.
What a
Um,
thriller. Jeez.
Russell Wilson turning back the clock to Seattle. Russ 450 yards, and then throwing a bad interception to end the game. Brandon Aubrey is amazing. Look, dude, I don't think either of these teams are really good, but that was a fun game. And
Agreed.
the Giants, it sucks that they're going to be 0-3 because next week.
Yeah.
And hey, you never know. Hey, Jared, I know you want to pick that up for your upset. I know you. I don't think it's happening.
Mahomes might be running for his life that game just because of the defensive line. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, that's true, but also the Cowboys did put up 40. So, how good it really is this defense? I don't know. Yeah, man, this game was fun. It was a lot. It was a lot.
A
A
lot
lot
of
of crazy
offense.
stuff happening in the early window.
But why is this the Sunday night game though? The Giants Chiefs. Why is it Sunday night?
Well, I just think it's too early. Look, I think that because the Giants, one of the league's premier franchises, I just kind of think that if you're gonna show a bad team, you have to show them early in the season, so it's not like, you know,
That's fair. Yeah.
you can't put like a 2-2-7 teams in prime. Early in the year, you put the bad teams in prime time so they can get their one or two games off, and then But Dallas goes to Chicago, and they are under as well. 1.5-point favorites. Again, potential upset alert there for someone if one of y'all wants to pick it. I would probably lean Dallas on that one. I don't.
Especially without Jalen Johnson for the Bears.
Then again, I'm thinking about it like Dallas emotional win in overtime. No
True.
one's thinking the Bears are going to win because they got curb stomped by the Lions. And I don't know. That's a tough one for me.
That's
Bears and
sneaky. Yeah.
it's a tough one.
Speaking
Bears,
of the Bears and the Lions.
Yeah, Bears, Lions. Yeah, shout out. I had to rep a team that won, obviously,
Hey.
from the home state of Michigan here. 52-21. And Jared, could you overreact any more about Caleb Williams? Like, do you think we're gonna see Tyler Baggett or whatever his name is by week 4?
I think it's Badgett.
Badgett.
Badgett, whatever.
Yeah.
Ben Johnson has come
Who
on the
cares?
record and said he loves Tyson Badgett. So
Come on, man. This is like
Let's
this
be
is like
real.
this is like Chris Broussard being like, I don't know about Baker Mayfield. They got Kyle Trask. Like,
It's crazy.
that
what I
that,
mean?
that one was
Like,
crazy.
You have to give Caleb Williams the year, and then Ben Johnson and they can make a decision. They can make a decision. I'm gonna be real. Ryan Poles. I know he got an extension. I don't know if he's a good GM. Maybe they could push him out the door, but I don't think that you're giving up on Caleb Williams after two games with a new coach. Again, it's too early. You don't want to overreact. Like,
Did you guys see the stuff about where Caleb Williams texted Torrey Taylor when he first got to Chicago, like, "Oh, you're not gonna be punting much here."
He's leading the league.
He's
in punts.
punted the most. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's leading he's leading the league since that.
Hey, he's getting his money's worth for sure.
And someone
Um,
said they like calculated Caleb's passing yards to that, and he has more punt yards than Caleb's passing yards.
What
oh
I
my
tell you
God, that's kind
guys, it busts.
Could be. I mean,
of look. He could be, but I
we'll
just think
see.
it's too early to.
It's a little too
Yeah.
early, yeah.
So I think you did ask the question: Lions offense back, or is it just the Bears sucking? I think it's a little bit of both. Like, I think that we probably overreacted to being good against Packers defense, right? I just think that the Packers might be the best team to see right now. So we might have just overreacted a little bit. And the Bears, yeah. Also, the Lions were just kind of hell bent on revenge and against Ben Johnson, right? So
You see the
uh,
celebration? Oh my gosh.
there's a lot, yeah.
Oh geez. The special
Um,
play he drew up. God.
mhm. Chicago, they are favored against Dallas at home. Interesting that they are favored. And then Detroit on Monday Night Football, they go to Baltimore and they are 4.5 point underdogs. That's kind of surprising. I mean 4.5 is like, I don't know. What do you think of that line, Jared? Like 4.5? Like,
I don't
I don't know. I
know.
feel like it'd be like 2 or 1, like
Yeah. Unless they're just
kind of a
thinking
coin
that the
flip game.
Ravens defense is back after destroying Cleveland. But like,
Oh,
I
that
don't
doesn't
know.
make sense.
Yeah.
Well, like, you know what that means though, right? It's a 3 point swing for having home field advantage. Baltimore would be favored going to Detroit. Like that's shocking to me. I don't get
That's
that.
crazy.
So I might be picking Detroit for my upset of the week, even though
That's gonna be a hell of a game.
I don't like picking two good like a game with two good teams
Two
for my
good teams.
upset. Like it's
Yeah, same.
Detroit. I don't think it's a crazy upset if they win.
No.
Uh,
No, it'll be a fun
Patriots,
one.
yeah, Patriots Dolphins. Uh, why like
America's game.
why does this? Why is this? Why? I don't even know what to say about this. 33-27, the Patriots win. Um, you know what I sounded like right there? I sounded like Mike McDaniel and
I put his quote in there right there. To
go
win,
ahead, read it. Go ahead.
It's crazy.
you know, to win games, you have to win the game and not lose the game. Honestly, I'm trying to do my best, Mike McDaniel
This is
impression.
perfect.
That's
Perfect.
crazy.
Dude,
Oh my god, what a quote.
yeah, disappointing that there wasn't a tie here,
I
but
was
Jesus,
hoping.
they really wanted it to be
It was close.
two two special teams touchdown, one on a punt, and then the very next play,
Back to back.
my glorious King
And Tony.
Antonio Gibson
Yeah.
returned with a kick return to win the game potentially. Oh my goodness.
Vrabel was like running down the sideline, not even like
I was
close
so
to
hyped,
stay with
man.
him.
I don't know if
It's so
I
funny.
I don't know if my love for Antonio Gibson predates this podcast or not, but I don't know. Do you guys know like I love Antonio Gibson. Like he with Washington, he was such a good freaking player. I really was a
Yeah.
big Antonio Gibson guy when he was there.
No, I loved him
He was
too.
my glorious king before Anthony Richardson. I'm just saying.
Dang.
Um, but yeah, man, shout out Antonio Gibson. Drake May looked fine in this one. I just don't look. I don't think the Patriots are going to be that good. I know a lot of people had them in the playoffs and everything this year, but the roster's just not there yet. I don't think it's that good. And the Dolphins, what are we going to say? How do you guys feel about Arch Manning and Nick Saban teaming up in Miami? It's
Saving
something.
for a second stint with the Dolphins? Pass.
Hey, man, he wants to coach football, but he does not want to coach in the NFL. Just
Mm,
or in college football, excuse me, in college.
yeah. Yeah.
So it's something. The Patriots, they are hosting the they're
Steelers.
hosting the Steelers 1.5 point underdogs at home. Again, like I don't like underdogs at home. I don't like it. I don't know. Like New England might be the move. And then Miami on Thursday Night Football. absolutely decimated by Josh Allen and the Bills. 11.5-point dogs. I can't wait to start Josh Allen in fantasy in main league.
Hey, hold on. Be careful because they blew out the Jets and he didn't do a dang thing. So
James Cook.
Well, they didn't need. He didn't need.
it was all James Cook. I know I'm saying like that could happen again. I'm worried about that. Like
No way it happens in back-to-back games. They were trying to protect Josh because he got hurt or whatever. What else do we got? Saints and Niners. Mac Jones is back, baby. If I had glasses, I'd put them on. The Brock Purdy stands are in shambles right now. Look, man, you want to talk about it? We could talk about it, but I don't know.
they look a little better than they did last year, I'll say.
Who?
The Niners.
The Saints.
Oh.
The Niners. The
Oh, you're
Niners
talking about
not
the Niners.
players.
I thought you were
Okay.
talking about the Niners, but okay.
Oh. A little bit. Yeah, I guess I could say that too.
They may look better with Mac Jones.
Possibly.
I don't know about
And you
that,
wasted
but,
all that money on Brock Purdy.
Dude, you can drop anybody in the Kyle Shanahan system and they will be good. They will be fine. He's a great coach. So he should have been the Broncos coach, but he isn't. I'm just saying. And then the Saints, man. Shout out to Kellen Moore, man. Shout out, because he's trying really hard. Participation award for you, Kellen Moore. I don't know what else to say about the Saints, man. They're just bad. They go to Seattle, and they are 7.5-point dogs, so shout out to Seattle, starting 2-1 on the year. And then San Francisco with Mac Jones, they are 1.5-point home favorites. Arizona comes to town. Again, a potential upset alert there. I'm gonna be real. I might lean Arizona there.
I'm not gonna their defense hold the lead because they almost blew it.
Yeah, that was. Yeesh.
Well, I mean, you're getting the same level of quarterback play between Bryce Young and Mac Jones, so I don't.
I'd say Bryce is more mobile than Mac is.
He definitely is.
Yeah.
He's also about a foot shorter, so I don't know if that Bills Jets. We kind of already talked about it. The Bills absolutely destroyed them. They got Miami, Justin Fields. It's over again already. This sucks, man. I was really rooting for him. And the Jets, they go to Tampa. They're gonna get the Jets are losing. The Bills are winning. Both games will probably be blowouts. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah.
Seahawks Steelers. Yeah, I don't want to look. You can't call Caleb a bust yet. You can call Caleb Johnson a bust already, man. How the hell don't you know the rules of the game? How do you not know?
That was
He
crazy.
let the ball go. And
he's like, oh, I have to get that.
I could not believe I wasted a draft pick on Caleb Johnson in multiple leagues. Multiple leagues.
Yeah, you were high.
Because, Jalen Warren's fine, but they drafted this guy in the second round.
Mm-hmm.
I don't get it.
He was really
man.
good in college too, like he was.
Yeah. I don't know what it is. Aaron Rodgers threw people under the bus. What did he do?
Defense and special teams. I think he blamed about this loss or something. But I know he was. I heard he threw people under the bus. I think that it was specifically special teams or something like that. I
get it because they kind of lost the game on that kickoff return by Caleb Johnson, and I get it. Also, the offense didn't do anything.
Say they weren't good.
Rodgers didn't play well.
No, he fell back down to earth like we expected.
Yeah, and dude, I'm telling you, I just think Seattle's deep.
They're good.
I think they're going to be good. They obviously host the Saints. They're going to win that game. And then the Steelers and Patriots is definitely an interesting matchup. So yeah, it's definitely.
What's up with the Steelers defense though? I mean, they created turnovers. They did get 2 picks, I know, but
I don't know, man.
still, like they're giving up a lot of points.
And you pay T.J. Watt
Yeah,
and Cam Hayward all that money just to give up that many points.
If the Steelers,
I'm scared in
aren't gonna have-
fantasy. I don't know what to do.
yeah, if the Steelers aren't going to have a good defense, they're not going to be a good football team. It's as simple as that. And it's
That's
quite
how they've
possible.
won in the past. Yeah.
It's quite possible that last week was the best offensive production they're going to have all season. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just saying,
No,
I
yeah.
just don't know if.
I don't think he's throwing for that much again.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Browns Ravens. Do we really got to talk about it? Like,
Derrick Henry.
Derrick Henry disappeared. Other
Yeah,
than that,
what the hell? I lost in my league
You
because
got-
of that.
yeah, I also did. So
you
Jared,
got. I mean, if you're the Ravens, though, you got to feel good that Derrick Henry only had 22. Still beat the crap out of these guys, right? The
Mhm.
defense did good. Are they
Fumbled
back?
again.
Are they back? I don't know. Like, I don't know. The Browns suck. They're going to be potentially an Arch Manning team or whatever.
This
Hey,
game
maybe
against the
not
Lions will really
maybe
show
not.
if they're back.
I keep saying Arch Manning, but like he's not playing good either. So I don't know if he's going to be the number one pick.
Very true.
Garrett Nussmeier incoming, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
I don't
Or
know.
Carson Beck.
Okay. We're not
I'm just, bro. He's better. If
He
you
doesn't
really,
like
think
Carson
about
Beck.
it.
He doesn't like Carson
I know
Beck.
he doesn't like Carson Beck, but he's tripping.
He's not good. He's not.
That's funny, but okay.
He's not, dude. Okay, hey, we'll talk about it when we get to draft.
Yeah, when we get to the mock draft, I can't wait to see where you guys have him.
Oh, dude.
Tyler
You
has-
didn't think
Maybe
he
I'll
was
come
good.
around.
Tyler
Hold
has
on,
him
let
going
me
number
just-
one
you didn't think he
overall.
was good at Georgia, like whatsoever.
I thought that he was like Mac
He was
Jones
a game
was.
manager.
Mac Jones was at Alabama. Like J.J.
Okay.
McCarthy was at Michigan. He was a product of the environment around him.
Yeah, he was
Now,
okay. He was a
having
system
He is
quarterback.
having to do more at Miami. I'll give you
Mhm.
that. I just
And he's
need
making
it's
nice
been like
decisions
3
and good
weeks. It's been
throws.
3
Yeah,
weeks.
no,
I need
that's
to see
true.
more. I need to see more.
They beat Notre Dame, who went to the championship last
Yeah.
year. So, and he had a great game.
Yeah, but Notre Dame always Notre Dame's in
Just
the
saying.
championship. So
I don't know. I'm just saying, like their defense all returned. Like they had the same guys for the most part. Some of the best cornerbacks in the country. Just saying.
I don't like Carson Beck.
I know you don't, but he's good and Miami's good. Watch out, bro. They're gonna be real good at the end of the year, I think. You
Wonderful. You know who's really good? Kurt Warner's kid for Fresno State. You kidding me? That kid's a baller.
he just threw his freaking first touchdown this last Saturday.
Didn't he have a he like won conference player of the week or something?
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
but I mean, like before that, he was not good. Like
Hey.
this,
Yeah,
and they
they're
played
3-1.
Southern.
What do you mean?
They played Southern.
We're 3-1. We're great. We're better than
We're
Miami.
playing a bunch of crap teams.
hey, you play the teams that
He's
are
went-
on
this
your
guy moved away
schedule,
from
Tyler.
Fresno, becomes a Fresno State. This guy moved away from Fresno, become a
Oh, no,
Fresno
I'm
State
not-
hater.
I'm
I'm
not
gonna
a
start
hater.
barking at
All
you,
right,
man.
okay,
I'm gonna start
bro.
barking at
Yeah.
you.
No, it's not like I don't watch the games. Or yeah, okay, sure. I'm definitely not a hater. I tune in. I love watching, but we haven't played big competition yet, so
I mean,
like
hey, this is what
we barely beat Oregon State, and they're not good.
Hey, but I'm just gonna say this: like he says, hating on Fresno State, UCLA is not any better. So
They suck. Oh, you can say anything you want about UCLA. They are absolute trash. They fired Deshaun Foster. Nico is apparently might be stepping away from the team. I guess I don't even know. Like, there's so much going. They've
Dude, the Nico
lost
stuff is crazy.
6 or 7 decommits already, and some of those are like 4-star players. Like it's getting really bad. They got to
Dude.
get a coach quick. Like
The quarterback thing is crazy. By the
Chip
way.
Kelly, come on back.
I mean,
I mean,
he's doing great for the Raiders. Well, he did. The first
Not
week,
last
but
night.
Not last night. So I don't know.
And that'll conclude this episode of quick
The college football.
talk.
Yeah, no, sorry. I know we got all into it.
The college football 5 minutes on Okay.
TOP.
Panthers Cardinals.
Let's
We're on Panthers Cardinals.
yeah, Panthers Cardinals. Let's finish this bad boy up.
Yeah, sorry.
We'll go Panthers Cardinals. We'll do Falcons Vikings quick, and then we will end with the demise of the Black Magic Kansas City Chiefs, the devil worshippers they are. The Cardinals won. They're 2-0, 27-22. Bryce Young obviously threw for 55 times, but they did not like they just couldn't run the ball in the second half because they were pressed for time, and they obviously almost blew that lead. I just don't know. Like me personally, I don't know really what to make of it. Like they're following all the steps. Like in year one, Jonathan Gannon was, and then in year two, he doubled his win total. He went 8-9, right? And then this year, to start the year, they're 2-0, and they're, as of now, competing for the division. I don't know what I'm getting from Arizona.
They almost let him come back.
I feel like they're just kind of all right everywhere. You know what I mean? Like they're just kind of mid everywhere.
That's how they are like every year though, too. It's
yeah. Yeah, but like they've been winning more over the last couple of years, right? So I don't know. This week is going to be a true test. They have to go to San Francisco and they clearly have the better quarterback. Kyler Murray is way better than Mac Jones. And I'm going to be real. Arizona probably has better weapons at this point. Like, all the Niners are hurt. And Arizona's got James Conner. And they got Marvin Harrison. Who, by the way, what is with Marvin Harrison? Is this guy just a bust?
He was good in week one, I felt like, but not like amazing. But he hasn't been that dude. Like, not to be crazy or anything. If you're comparing high-level Ohio State guys, Emeka Egbuka looks a lot freaking better right now. I'm just saying. Like,
yeah, he does.
That dude.
Remember who wanted him?
To be fair, two different offenses. Baker's better, obviously, but yeah.
You wanted Egbuka or what? What are you saying, Jared?
Remember the draft? Not this year, last year. Remember when we got before we got Alt, like I was like, if Marvin Harrison was there.
Oh, you wanted Marvin.
Carolina is hosting Atlanta, and they are 6.5-point underdogs. Kind of bad there. I might pick Carolina. I might pick them. That for some reason Atlanta.
They look like crap too.
Touchdown of the game to Tyler Algier. For some reason, I'm gonna lose it. I can't handle Bijan is
168, no tutties. That's crazy.
Good, man. And they just continue to do this little stupid game with Tyler Algier averaging 1.5 or 2 yards a carry. Oh, but he's the power back. And you don't need to have a power back if you can just outrun and break everyone's ankles every single time like he does.
He goes like 3 carries for 15 yards and a touchdown.
Bijan Robinson got the workload of a Derrick Henry or a Saquon Barkley. There would be 200 yards. There would be no discussion on who the best running back in the National Football League is, because he is better than those guys. But for some reason, we keep playing this stupid game with Tyler Algier, and I just feel like eventually, we're gonna gain enough traction, and years from now, it's just gonna be like Tyler Algier's gonna be retired, and he's gonna find the podcast, and he's gonna be like, "What the hell did I do?" I get it. You got to do your thing, Mr. Tyler Algier, but it's just so infuriating when you are clearly the backup on this team. I don't understand. Also, JJ McCarthy sucks. I was right. JJ McCarthy sucks.
I was with you. I never thought he was good.
He's played 7 quarters of bad football, and he's had 1 great quarter.
Mm-hmm.
And he's already hurt again. So, look, man, that
was a crap game. And the Falcons didn't look that great either, to be honest.
No.
Other than the running game.
Penix has not been that great.
What people think, yeah.
And the only reason, look, I'll give Minnesota credit. The defense is good, but they can only hold up for so long when their offense is that bad. So, it would be interesting to see, though, what Minnesota would be doing this season with Sam Darnold.
Yeah.
Both of these teams are favored next week. Atlanta's favored at Carolina. And then Minnesota is favored going to Cincy. So, all right. Final game, Eagles and Chiefs, a Super Bowl rematch that was a complete snooze fest, in my opinion. Maybe you like defensive battles and check down.
It was
Not
better than
this
the
guy.
blowout of the Super Bowl, I guess I would say, but I still didn't like it. Yeah.
Yeah. Chris Jones and Jalen Hurts, absolute cinema.
That was so
Talking
funny.
crap.
On the kneel.
Travis Kelce handing the game away or dropping the game away, bobbling the game away. Absolute cinema.
Chef's kiss.
That's what you get. Is what you get. Oh yeah, Taylor Swift having to be like
Can we talk about
shielded?
Patrick Mahomes literally having to be like the whole team? He's doing everything he can. Like he's literally running as much as we've seen him run. I feel like throughout his career, like he's running away so much.
Yeah, no, you're not wrong. His running ability. I mean, usually he doesn't run until the playoffs when he absolutely has to, and we saw it against the Chargers. He had to, and against the Eagles, he had to as well. So they are last place in this division currently. Now, will they get last place? I don't think so. And I did write it in the doc right there. I'm going to play devil's advocate a little bit. And I chose devil's advocate because, of who they are.
Fair.
They did lose on the road, 2 road games. I guess whatever. It's still on the road, right?
Two great teams, yeah.
2 road games against 2 great teams. And they only lost by 1 score
Wait,
each.
no,
So,
this Eagles game was at home.
Oh yeah, it was. That's true.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Well,
Still
just
2 great teams.
freaking cross that out just like that real quick. I mean, hey, what kind of? That's why you're here, Jared, to just fact check everything I say. What kind of bull crap am I spewing over here, huh? Absolute.
You were right with the 2 great teams, though. Yeah.
Yeah, absolute nonsense though. But the Chiefs should get back against the Giants. They are big favorites in that one at home, and they go on the road for that one, in fact. And then Philadelphia, they got the Rams. They are 3.5-point favorites.
That's going to be a really interesting game.
Potential upset of the
Especially
week.
after last year.
And boys, it's finally time to select your upset of the week. Whoever wants to go first can. I put that little link there for you, so you. I know I wrote it on the doc, but if you click that link it'll take you to ESPN Bet, and you can see the line for each game and where all the money is going. Oh my goodness, Buffalo minus 900 on the money line. That's incredible.
You're not going to make any money off that game.
Now I'm looking through. No, you literally have to bet $900 on the Bills to make $10.
That's
Or is
crazy.
it 90? Or is it? I don't know how to gamble still. I'll learn one day when I
Neither
actually
do
have
I.
money.
Yeah, right. I'm still waiting till I have money to like do stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. Potential upsets of the week for me.
I got a
I'm
few
looking.
that I'm looking at. You're probably looking at the same ones too.
I mean, I'll start naming them off, and you guys just whenever you're ready, you can start talk. You can say it, or you can write it in the doc. Your official answer.
You got Houston.
I mean, the Patriots at home against the
Patriots,
Steelers.
Arizona.
I think the Titans at home against the Colts is very sneaky. Potentially, Tennessee gets their first win there. The Raiders going into Washington, especially if they don't have Jaden Daniels there. I do like the Rams going to Philadelphia, potentially from the playoffs, right? The one team that had their number, and the Eagles have not exactly dominant this season.
It's true. That'll be a hell of a
Houston,
game.
Houston going to Jacksonville. I'm biased, but I do like the Broncos going to the Chargers. They could get a win there. Dallas going into Chicago. Arizona going to San Francisco. There's a lot of potential upsets. And then, of course, the Lions going to Baltimore.
Yeah.
Also, I want us all to have different ones so we can draft them if you guys want. One of you guys can go first. I'll go last. I have like a bunch in mind that I could choose.
So do
Whoever
I.
wants,
I have at least
whoever,
3.
whoever wants to go first can.
I didn't even think about the Rams, honestly,
All
but
right.
that's a
You
possibility.
can go
Yeah.
first, Tyler. You can go first.
Just do
Um,
it. Take the Rams, dude. Take your Rams. Or
should I
if you
take my
like, if you
team?
like,
I don't
if
know.
you
I
like,
like the Cowboys being an underdog is kind of crazy to me. It's the Bears.
take whichever one you like the most.
I also like Houston as well. I'm gonna go Cowboys.
Okay. I just want to write it in the doc.
Their defense is trash, so that may be a problem. But other than that,
Yeah, but
Chicago hasn't looked good.
yeah. All right, Jared, you want to go ahead and do you have
Oh,
yours?
yeah, I do. Tyler didn't pick him, so I'm going to. I'm going to take his Rams over the Eagles. I'm taking a big
Yeah,
swing
that
with
was
this
me.
one. There is no snow in this game, so different outcome? Question mark. Jared
I hope that'd be
Verse
awesome. No,
stops the
I
tush
just didn't
push
want to take it.
single-handedly.
Hey, we haven't talked a lot about that and all of the stuff circulating with that, but
Oh
I don't know
yeah.
if you noticed, Jared, they made the Chargers redo their play after seeing, I think after seeing everything that was going on with the Eagles
Last
in
night,
their game. Mm-hmm.
I must have missed that play then, because if it was at the beginning of the third quarter, then I missed
Yeah,
it. I missed it because I was working.
I think so. Yeah.
I missed that drive where we went and made it
But
26.
everybody was pointing it out on social media if you went through Twitter, X, whatever. And there's so many people saying so many penalties happen on that play. They are lined up over the line of scrimmage like every single time. The guards are moving before the snap. Like
I did see that the guards moving.
it's ridiculous. If you're gonna have the tush push, and I know it almost got taken away, you gotta regulate it at least. Like there's gotta be a set of rules where you cannot just let that happen. Because the Eagles didn't have anything happen, but I have a feeling going forward, other teams that try are going to be stopped doing it.
Yeah. We
We'll
didn't really
see.
talk about the tush push thing. Look, guys, it's gonna be after this year. It's gonna be banned. But yeah, you can't have guys moving early. It's better. Where it's All right.
I like the pick though,
But yeah,
Jared.
I
Appreciate
like
it.
the pick, Jared. If you didn't pick it, that was my number one choice, and so I can go a couple different ways here.
He's gonna pick the Broncos.
I'm not gonna pick the Broncos.
That's too close of a game. There's no way.
And I don't like betting upsets on my own team.
He might go Houston.
So there's 2 games I'm really looking at. They are 2 of the bigger point spreads, at least from the upsets I'm considering. Now I could go with the safe one, and I could say Lions over Ravens.
I was
That's a
thinking
scary
about that
game.
one. I was thinking that one, but it just felt too bold. I think it was too bold for my taste.
That is very bold, bro. He was
The
saying
ambition is
earlier,
real.
like that's two good teams. Like that's a tough matchup.
He's going Titans over Colts. Oh my god.
Probably.
I'm taking the Titans over the Colts.
Wow.
Emotional win for Indianapolis. They go on the road to Tennessee. The Titans have been okay. And they're not going to go 0-17. The Colts have been too good to start the year. They have to regress a little bit. I am taking the Tennessee Titans plus 3.5.
At home.
And I would imagine that line probably gets a little bigger because a lot of people are going to bet Indianapolis, are going to bet the Colts. And maybe I'm being a little petty. Somehow beat us, and it's Daniel Jones.
Ryan's is looking for some, dare I say,
I was gonna say
leverage.
one thing you don't know. Yeah, One thing, if you have not known this, is Ryan's gonna go and take those crazy picks. He's gonna take those ones that people
Hey,
aren't thinking about.
that is the same point spread as the Rams and Eagles game.
True.
I'm not saying, oh, dude, give me the Dolphins over the Bills. I'm not doing that. I'm not.
Yeah.
I will take the Titans over the Colts. The Titans are good defensively. They need their offense to pick it up. And I think Cam Ward will finally get it going. I don't know if the Colts defense is good. I know their offense is, but I
He looked
think
good in the first half.
I think the Titans defense can kind of slow down the Colts offense a little bit. And the Colts have been riding high. Emotional win at the buzzer against Denver. Everyone's talking about Indiana Jones. Give me the least talked about number 1 overall pick in history, Cam Ward, with his first career win. That is the upsets of the week, ladies and gentlemen. I'm taking the Titans over the Colts. Jared is going Rams over Eagles. And then Tyler's got the Cowboys over the Bears. Keep in mind, we are recording this Tuesday, September 16th. So the lines are subject to move. They could move. But at this moment, that is what we are taking. And I think it'd be cool to keep track of our upsets to see who can actually nail them. So there you go.
Right.
All right. Well, enjoy Demon Slayer, dude.
I
Yeah,
am
fun.
going to. All my
I've heard
friends.
it's great.
My friends have told me that they left the theater sobbing. So.
Inosuke's dead, bro. I'm telling you, he's freaking dead. I'm telling you, he's dead, man. He's so dead. I'm gonna get a text message in all capital letters. It's gonna be like, Ryan, he's dead. Watch, I'm telling you. Watch. I know. I'm just, dude. It's too obvious. Too obvious.
It's cause dying.
Oh my god. Yeah, this is gonna be an insane movie. This is definitely gonna be. It's already the #1 movie globally. I've already seen, like they're treating this. America's treating this as a blockbuster, and shout out to my dad for being a twat and being like, anime's not cool. People don't watch it, buddy. I hate to break it to you.
You're wrong, actually.
Yeah.
No, I know. I had a bunch of Alyssa's relatives. We were at a wedding this last weekend. They're all talking about the movie and anime and everything. And yeah.
Yeah, it's cool
It's
now.
a big deal.
It's not 1970 anymore. I'm sorry. Anyway.
Inosuke's dead, bro. Dude, wait.
Dead.
What if I'm
My
wrong?
freaking
He knocked his camera.
it just
What if it's the,
I hit my desk
what
so
if I
hard
got
it
the
moved.
wrong friend? What if it's Zenetsu?
That man's locked in. He ain't dying. He's locked in.
I mean, yeah, he's gotta stay asleep. You know what I'm saying? He's gotta stay asleep. Otherwise, if he wakes up, he's dead.
I'll tell you this:
Anyway.
if I see him running around chasing after Nezuko the entire time, I will genuinely crash out and saying, "What the hell are you doing? Now's
Hey, man.
not the time."
Soul character, man. I don't know what to tell you.
I will just say I've been waiting 5 years for this fight. Tanjiro getting his lick back against Akaza, the man who killed Rengoku, the Fire Hashira. I have been waiting for this for 5 years. The greatest 2v1 in history. Akaza versus Tanjiro and Giyu. I'm ready. I'm ready for this. And
Well, you better go then.
you better.
You better get going.
Yeah.
All right.
Anyway, folks.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you. Yeah, thank you so much for listening to the pod. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for liking all. Been posting a lot more for the podcast, and it's definitely getting a little bit of traction. So we appreciate you so much. Please like, comment, subscribe. Whether you're listening on YouTube, Spotify, we really appreciate it. We will see you. Don't know when we'll see you, but we'll see you with a week 3 reaction.
Yep.
To week 3 of the
and
NFL.
get
Unless
ready.
something else crazy.
This next week's the last week of the MLB season, so we're gonna have to give a standings update. So,
And we will give a fantasy baseball champion update.
Oh boy.
great, yeah.
These two are battling it out this
Locked
week.
in. Jacob
Oh,
Wilson,
man.
get off my roster.
See you guys in the
He's
next
gone
one.
now.